Alright, HadesOmega here, and I get another desktop anime figure show and tell with Neris Filiam here from Shining Hearts. Okay, so it's been a while. Compared to all the other Shining figures I've never really played any of the Shining games, but I did watch the anime for Shining Hearts. Okay, so it was a while back, and I remember it wasn't a very good anime, but Tony Taka did the character designs for this, and yeah, I'm a big fan of Tony Taka, so that's why I bought this. Alright, so I'll tell you how I got her. So I got her from Koto US, that's Kotobukiya US, so I didn't have to import her, they imported her for me, okay, so that's a good thing. And I got her on a Black Friday special, so I think I forgot how much the discount was, but I think they were selling her. They sold her for $39.99, $40 for for a swimsuit figure, so not too bad. It was $39.99 or $40, and $12.93 shipping and handling, and $3.80 tax. Came out to $56. So that's a pretty good bargain. So if you ask me, I know it's a pretty old figure, but yeah, I love these Shining Girl figures, man. So this is part of the Shining Beach Heroines Kotobukiya figure line, I guess. I think this might be the first one that I have. I'm not sure. I have a bunch of other Shining figures, but I don't know if they're Kotobukiya. I don't think they are. But anyway, so this is Neris Filiam from the anime and game Shining Hearts. Okay. All I remember in that anime is that they were making bread. Okay, it was an anime about making bread. Okay, and it's a 1/7 scale pre-painted figure. Okay, and this is the swimsuit version, obviously. All right, it's produced by Kotobukiya here. Okay, and there's a bunch of warnings for choking hazard warnings in 4 different languages on the front of the box. Okay. So the front of the box has this almost half window right here. Would this make a good box figure? Not really, but it's got a nice illustration of Neris right here, okay? There's a couple other girls I could have chosen to, but this is the one the price was right, and I thought she was really pretty, so okay. Yeah, so you got it's about a half picture of I guess this is the illustration that the figure is based off of right here. Okay, and there's kind of just like a red kind of beachy palm tree background right there. Okay, let's take a look at this side here. Okay, here we got about almost a half window right here. This is the Shining Beach Heroines kind of line here, and all the info right here. Okay, it's sculpted by Tanaka here. Okay, and supported by Kotobukiya. Okay, so Tanaka is the one that sculpted it. Okay, we got another half window in the back here, and you can see the back of the figure right here. Okay, and then you got all the info right here. Same background all the way around. Okay, on this side we've got the picture of the full figure, the actual figure, and then the picture at the back of the figure. It looks like you can take the skirt off of the figure, so that's another reason I wanted this figure. Like, it has a skirt, you can take it off if you want. And you got your info right here. All right. Okay, so let's take a look at the top of the box, and then we'll go open her up. Okay, that's the top of the box, kind of like the front, but smaller. Okay, and then there's the bottom. The bottom has all the info on it. Okay, normally the stuff that would be on the back is on the bottom. This looks like a figure that was made to be sold in the sold around the world. Okay, so but it wound up at Kotobukiya. So Kotobukiya US is in, like, I think it's in LA or something, so I got her pretty quick. It's been so hard to get figures this year, is all I want to say, because you can't like ship stuff from Japan anymore. like big stuff. Okay, so let's go open her up. Okay, so before we put the box away, it has a kind of like a beach background on it. Okay, you can see there. There's the sky, the water, and like the coast, kind of the beach sand. All right. All right, there she is, the lovely Neris Filiam. Okay, so it did come with an instruction manual here. Okay, taking her apart is pretty simple. If you need to, she comes fully assembled already, but yeah, you have to disassemble her to get all the plastic out, because there's one that's like underneath her skirt. Okay. So to disassemble her, you just basically take you pull her half of her body off, and then you can remove the skirt or put it back on. There's an option. So if you want to display her without the skirt, okay, she's got these little bow ties that go in. It's kind of annoying. They're really small too. And so if you want to display her without the skirt, you got to put those in there, or else there's going to be like holes on her hips. So. And those are, I'll probably put them in later. Okay, yeah, we'll after we take a close look at her, we'll put these in, and then I'll show you. So they're right here in the package right here. They're very small. Okay. She came with plenty of protective packaging, that's for sure. All right, so I'm gonna do a quick 360, and then I'll look her over closely, and then we'll begin the scrutinizing process. Okay. Okay, so I've looked her over, and she looks pretty good. There's really not much bad things to talk about the figure, other than it just looks it looks like a really nice prize figure is what it looks like. But it is a scale figure. Okay. So this is a 1/7 scale figure, okay? So let's start at the base. Okay, so there's the base. The base is actually kind of nice. It's kind of like this kind of beach, sandy kind of base. It's not like a plain base, so you know, in that respect, it's better than the prize figure. At least the base looks nice. It looks kind of like realistic kind of sand texture to it. There's like I think there's like some seashells right here. Okay. There's a starfish right here. Okay. Actually, the base is pretty nice. Okay, then let's take a look at her feet. So she's wearing kind of sandals. They're kind of pearl colored. Okay, pretty nice. Her feet look kind of funny. Yeah, her feet do look kind of funny. But no, don't go lie. I don't know, her big toe doesn't look right. Her big toe looks like the rest of her other toes. They look kind of like fingers, sort of, but it doesn't look like a big toe is what I'm gonna say. They look all the same, kind of funny looking. I have to say, I don't know. I know it does. Her toes look kind of weird. They're all straight too. Like yeah, it's like she doesn't have a thumb toe, is what I want to say. Okay, no big toe. All right, and yeah, they look roughly all the same size too. Oh, I know. I just caught that right now. It's kind of weird. Yeah, all the toes look like they're roughly the same size. They look roughly the same size, you know, but they're like different lengths. Okay, so the small toe is the shortest, you know. And I mean, I guess I could understand the four toes being thing, but like the thumb toe, it just doesn't look like a thumb toe. Okay, the big toe. Okay, And then yeah, and then there's their sand. They're kind of like these kind of high heel sandals. I don't think you would want to wear those at the beach, honestly. Yeah, they're like a high heels. Okay, let's go move up a little bit more. Okay, there's her legs. Okay, so it's kind of hard to mess up a swimsuit figure as long as you get the skin right. So how does the skin look? It looks okay. It looks a little bit plasticky. There's a little bit shine off of it, but not too much. Okay, the skin looks pretty good. And the molding looks good too. Doesn't look, no kind of funky lines on it or anything. It looks like a pair of legs. It's got these long, slender legs, okay? There's her thighs. Thighs look good. There's no shading. There's no shading on the skin at all. That's another thing. Okay. Yeah, there's not pretty much no shading on this figure. Okay. Take a look at the booty section. Okay, you can definitely see her booty there. And the way the skin kind of folds up right around here, her butt crack. And then she's wearing this red skirt. Okay, no shading on the skirt as well. It's just all this. It's kind of like a little dark red color. It's got all these ruffles in it, and it's got 2 black ribbons tying it together on the side there. There's a little slit there. You can see some booty action right there. Okay, but of course you can take it off too if you want to, and we'll do that after we take a look at the rest of the figure. Okay, and then there's the upper half right there. It's got that beautiful Tony Taka girl face. She's smiling. Okay. Skin looks good. No shading though. Yeah, the upper body skin, it looks kind of less shiny compared to the bottom. That's what I want to say. Okay. The sculpting is very nice. She's carrying a beach ball right here. Beach ball, and kind of, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. This doesn't look very realistic, is what I want to say. Okay, I would think a beach ball would be probably more glossy, is what I want to say. Okay. The paint's all good though. Paint's all in the lines. Yeah, I have to say all the paint is in the lines. That's the good thing about the figure. Okay, she's got a white armband with black ribbons on both sides. Okay, and then she's there's her bikini top. It's white, and the bottoms are red. Okay, and then they got like these 2 little ribbons here. She likes a lot of ribbons, that's for sure. She's sporting a lot of ribbons. There's 2 small ribbons on the top. Okay, it's very open in the center. The white paint is pretty shiny. It's almost like a pearl color almost. And the molding, yeah, it doesn't look the best on the bikini top. Well, that, or it's just the paint. The paint doesn't look very good. It just doesn't look very smooth. You know, you can kind of make out her nipples a little bit too. Okay. There's the back. There's a red strap goes around the back, and then there's a black ribbon on the back. Okay. And then she's got this really big kind of pink ribbon in the back. It kind of reminds me of Aerith from Final Fantasy VII. Okay, and then she's got this kind of long, kind of brown hair tied in a ponytail here, or braided ponytail. And then there's a little white tie right here. Okay, hair looks okay. It's got some shading on the top actually. It's kind of like there's some black kind of shady spots there. I don't know, just the hair doesn't look, it's not the best looking paint, I'll tell you that. Okay, but they did pretty hide the lines for the hairlines pretty well. And then she's got these kind of 2 like kind of side bangs coming out her. Okay, yeah, she's got these bangs over her eyes. There's her face. Very nice. I think she has like bluish eyes. Okay, kind of like dark blue. And I think that's it. That's all there is to really talk about. There's nothing really awesome about this figure, but there's nothing really bad about this figure either. It looks, like I said, it looks like a very nice price figure for the price of $40 and $56 shipped. I think it's a great figure. I'm glad I picked her up. I'll add another Tony Taka girl to my collection. So what we'll do right now is we'll go take her skirt off. Okay, so take her skirt off, and then the rest of the video she won't have the skirt on. Okay, so we gotta take her little beach ball out there. Okay, and then you gotta pull her half section out. Oh, I can't get it out now. Okay, there we go. It's kind of weird. It's like it's like from where her boobs are is where you're supposed to pull her up. And then you take the skirt out. At least try to take the skirt out. It's kind of hard to take it out. Okay. Put her upper body back. Okay. Put the beach ball back. Do we really need to put those ribbons on? Not really. These are the very tiny little ribbons that you got to put in there. I'm not sure if they have a specific side they got to go on. Oh, dropped the ball. Okay, there she is without the skirt on. I have to say, it doesn't look very good underneath the skirt. Let's say I kind of want to display it without the skirt. It's kind of she looks very sexy without the skirt on, but the paint is just not very good. Okay, so we've already kind of looked at the rest of the figure. We're just gonna focus on like the bikini bottom part. Okay, he does have a very nice figure. I'll tell you that though. Okay. So there's the bikini bottom. It's white on the top and red on the bottom. Okay, so it almost looks like a pantsuit. That's what it is, or like a lingerie is what it looks like. It's got a kind of these lacy things on the side here. Okay, and it's these are the two ribbons that you put on. This one was very hard to get in. It didn't go in very good, man. I don't see why you couldn't display the skirt, put it underneath the skirt, you know. I don't know why they had to do that, but yeah, also you can see that the paint is not in the lines. Okay, some of the white paint is going into the red. Okay, some of the red is going into the white. so yeah, the paint is just not very good on the bikini bottom. Yeah, and just the sculpting doesn't look very good either. That's what I want to say. Okay. It does look like it's got some shading in the back though. Okay, it's a little brighter in the center than it is on the outside, so there's a tiny bit of shading on the red in the back. So you can see some kind of folds in the back there. She's got a very nice figure, I'll tell you that. Okay, you can kind of see kind of downwards into the bikini bottom also. It kind of like pokes out a little bit is what I want to say. Okay, but it doesn't look very nice. I think it would be better just to put the skirt on, honestly. Just leave the skirt on. If the paint wasn't on there so bad, it's like that. I guess that's the reason why they covered it, because the paint looks so bad on underneath. Okay, but I think it looks pretty nice, the bikini bottom, but just the paint on mine is not very good, so I think I'm just gonna wind up keeping the skirt on. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so okay, there she is, Neris Filiam from Shining Hearts. Okay, it's a decent figure. I would say it's up there with the very nice prize figures. Almost, I hate to say it. I have some prize figures that probably look better than this. Yeah, if it wasn't, yeah, the paint is it's just the paint just looks really flat. The paint is good, but it's like it looks kind of flat. It's like it's just not painted very well. So I want to say it's kind of boring looking paint. But other than that, it looks good. You know, the molding is actually very good. I can't really find any flaws with it. And all the paint is within the lines too, is what I want to say. So the molding is good. All the paint is within the lines, but it's just, you know, the quality of the paint just doesn't look good for me. Yeah. Especially that beach ball. Beach ball doesn't look very good either. It doesn't look very realistic. It looks very, I don't know, looks very much not like a beach ball. That's what I'll say, okay. But her hair looks nice, her face is nice. You know, I like the swimsuit too. The swimsuit looks pretty on her, but they didn't paint the bottom very well, okay. Actually, I hate to say it, there's like a dust in there. I don't know how that. I think that came from like when they made her. So I found like there's a little dust speck in there where her bikini bottom is. So it's kind of odd. And I kind of do see there's kind of like a line right here. It's like, yeah, it's a really sharp line. See how this line here on her hip is kind of more rounded, right? Well, this one is like, it's like a very sharp line. So it doesn't look very realistic. It's kind of hard to see from that zoom level, but okay. Anyway, I'm gonna get her some 360-degree shots and some close-ups, and that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. For $40, I think it's a great figure. For $40, I'm happy. Okay, like I said, it's a price of like a modern day prize figure, and it looks as good as your premium prize figure swimsuit dealie. Okay, and then you have the option of putting the skirt on. I think I'm going to leave the skirt on. So, but for this little photo shoot, we're going to do it without it. I think it looks good, but I wish the paint was better. I can't. You know, I'll just look at the paint, and it just kind of like the molding does not look very good on the bikini bottom, unfortunately. But then the skirt looks very kind of flat looking too. Okay, but at least the molding is good for everything. Okay, all right. HadesOmega out. Thanks for watching.